I didn't leave the church. It left me. I'm not starting this podcast because I feel ready. I'm starting it because I finally stopped waiting to be ready. Hi, I'm Zoe, and this is my journey to me. This podcast is a sacred space for women who are deconstructing, healing, awakening, and learning how to trust themselves again. It's for the ones who are questioning everything they've ever been taught, grieving versions of themselves, and slowly reclaiming the pieces of their soul. If you're in that space, you're not alone. In this first episode, I want to tell you the story of how I left the church, or at least a part of it. It's a lot and too much to be told in one episode. But more importantly, I want to tell you how a specific moment became the beginning of me finding my voice that was lost. December 2014, something happened to me. I lost my voice, literally. As someone who sang effortlessly since as far back as I can remember, literally overnight, I could no longer sing. Sometimes I couldn't even speak, and sometimes I struggled to breathe. As 2015 progressed, my symptoms progressively got worse and worse. I went to doctors and specialists, pathologists, and this went on for about 2 years, being diagnosed with so many things, prescribed so many different medications, but they were able to fix nothing. While this was going on, I went to my pastor for help, and I was met with spiritual gaslighting, manipulation, fear-mongering, and just no help. I turned to my family, the one I grew up in, and I found more silence and dismissal. But at that time, I still thought maybe the problem was just that church or that pastor or that system. I was already in a deep depression and was having visions and dreams that I didn't understand. The voice loss wasn't the cause. It was a catalyst that forced me to look closer, and that's when I started to see the cracks. And what I saw underneath broke my heart. When I left that church, the pastor tried to get me back, offering me titles and ordinations. When I declined, he launched a public campaign to discredit me, as he had done many who had left before me, telling people I had been led astray and that I needed deliverance. People who loved me and cared about me began fasting and praying for my return. They thought they were helping, but the truth was, I hadn't lost my faith. I was shedding falsehood and reclaiming what was real. I started visiting other churches in different cities, different cultures, and even different countries. My neurodivergent mind caught the pattern, and once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. No matter where I went, the atmosphere, the ceremonies, the message just no longer resonated. I no longer belonged. The church just no longer felt like home. And then the hardest part, I began seeing the contradictions in the very scriptures I had built my life on. I started studying deeper and realized it was not just cracks. It was the wallpaper covering up the lies that were finally peeling away. What do you do when the thing you built your identity around starts to unravel? You grieve, you question, you survive, you awaken. In 2018, I realized I didn't leave the church. It left me. I felt like Jonah being expelled from the ship. I was dropped, unplugged, abandoned by the very system that taught me who I was and shaped my identity. I felt betrayed, hurt, and lost, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. I didn't know where I was, and it felt like on the inside, like I was in a dark void, a black hole. I didn't know what was happening, or where I was going, where to go, and what to do. And that, in and of itself, felt like a version of hell. It felt like God had walked away. like I was going crazy. I wondered, is this the reprobate mind the scriptures talked about? Is this the end for me? Is there anything left for me? But what I didn't know then was this. I wasn't being punished. I was being awakened. That wasn't spiritual failure. That was spiritual birth pains. And I was in full-blown labor. I wish someone had told me in 2015 that this was a normal part of the spiritual journey. I wish someone had said, Zoe, you're okay. This is a normal part of your process. You're not rejected. You're not crazy. God has not left you. You are not broken. You are safe. You are awakening. You are not alone, and you will be okay. Those words found me in 2019 and brought me so much comfort at a time when I needed it most. That's what I want to offer you today. This moment you're in, right now, it's not destruction. It's birth. Anyone who has ever witnessed or experienced the process of giving birth can bear witness. It is messy, bloody, painful, loud, and you have no idea how long it will take. You will cry, scream, wonder what you ever did to deserve this. But if you understand that you are in labor, it's not as scary. You know something beautiful is coming, and there's comfort in that. You know you're not alone in the room. Just knowing that someone is with you, breathing with you, holding your hand, telling you you can do this, you got this, just breathe, makes all the difference in the world. Let me say this clearly. I am grateful for my time in the church. It was my first introduction to spirituality. It gave me my origin story. I met beautiful people there, people who truly love God, people who showed me kindness, support, and joy. It helped me hone my gifts, music, singing, songwriting, stage presence, communicating, crafting a message. All of that shaped me, and I use those same gifts right here, even in this podcast. Nothing was wasted. Nothing. But I also now understand I outgrew that system, and that system could never hold the kind of soul I came here to be. Leaving the church didn't mean I left God. It meant I got to walk with God deeper, more personally, outside of buildings, outside of sermons, outside of systems that defined it in a way it was never meant to be defined. Now I walk with the divine in a way that is intimate and personalized. No middleman called religion, no rules, fear, or no performance, just me and God, just relationship. And it means more to me now than it ever did when I was trying to earn love through obedience. I now know I didn't leave the church. The church left me. It was its time to leave me. In the movie Nanny McPhee Returns, Nanny McPhee tells the children, when you need me but don't want me, then I must stay. But when you want me but no longer need me, then I must go. I feel like it was time for that system to leave my life. But I would have never walked away if it didn't happen the way it did. So if you're in that space today, right now, if you're questioning everything, if you feel betrayed and heartbroken, confused, or even like you're going crazy, please hear me. You are not going crazy. You are not broken. You are not being punished. You are awakening. You are shedding. You are being reborn. This is labor, and I'm here to be your doula. Week by week, breath by breath, we'll walk this path together. Welcome to my journey to me. You're gonna be okay, and I'm honored to walk with you.